Okay guys, I'm doing the one thing that just kills me. What did I say in this last video I showed you guys? I said I can't stand it, I hate doing it, but I'm doing it. Oh my god. What am I doing? This, and as you can see, that. So I've already started here. Like I said, I just used the flat black. It definitely cleans it up because here's what it does look like. See, it's all rusty looking. I sprayed the flat black, so it definitely does clean it. And that's what we're doing. So, it's Monday night, it's after work. It's like 5 o'clock and I got a couple hours of daylight, so I got to get this done. So I'm putting this camera down and away we go. Okay, well it's all over. 2 flat black rattle cans later. And there she is. I mean, it looks good. I didn't paint over grease or oil or nothing. I mean, I pressure washed this frame twice. And it's good. It's nice and clean. It's not like I did over that. You know, I did rough off the scaly rust of a wire wheel beforehand. I'd done that a while back. So, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm not concerned about the sway bar links are kind of cracked, so I'm going to replace those. I'm replacing the front shocks, so that's all good. Whatever. I did mask up the brake hoses, as you can see. I masked those up. I masked up the rubber bump stops down there. You know, but the rest of it's just flat black. So there we go. Flat black just hides it all. So our next step, what I've also done here, is I got my exhaust, my ram horn manifolds back from the blaster, and I painted those with some good old-fashioned VHT cast iron paint. Gonna give them one more coat, and then I'm gonna put those on the engine tonight. I'm gonna get those on for this Monday night. Didn't get as much as I wanted done here today, but I'm going. Look at that color, isn't it beautiful? That is the original color. If you actually take the paint there and you start waxing and buffing it up, it comes out that color. But yeah, so it's looking good. It's looking good. So I think I'm going to give those manifolds another coat of paint and hopefully get those on the engine tonight anyway. At least get that done. Okay, well I got the exhaust manifolds on the engine. They look nice at the cast iron. I said I didn't want to get too carried away with chrome on this engine. Just a little bit, easy to look after. Nice chrome air cleaner, call it a bloody day, right? You know, it's not too bad to look after. We all know the intake is never going to stay looking like that. We all know the valve covers won't stay looking like that, but that's okay. It's all good. So here's the other manifold. I don't know how much more I'm going to do here tonight. It's starting to get a little cool and cooling down a bit, and my car's got to go in the carport there. I can't really work on it in there. I did put a I got the old one laying here on the ground. It was okay, but while I'm in here, it was just easy to put a brand new speedo cable in there. So I put a new speedo cable in there and got that done. Got some new exhaust donuts on here. I used the steel ones. It had the fiberglass ones on there, which always end up, you know, they crack and break away. These are steel ones. They're a little nicer. So I guess I got to put this grommet back in there. And I don't know. Let me think about this. Maybe I'll come back with a video and maybe I'll just come back and say goodbye, and maybe I'll come back and find some more stuff to clean up and paint. I'm not sure. I do have the heater box over there. Ah, fuck it. Why the hell not? Nobody says I have to hook anything up. Doesn't hurt just to set the engine in the hole, does it? Yeah. We got a light up there that's 900 watts. But anyway, look at this. We're almost in. Just going to get it dropped in. How I said, I'm just going to get it dropped in, put the 2 bolts in the engine mounts, put the tranny mount back in place, call it a night. Then I can deal with the exhaust tomorrow night. I can deal with the drive shaft tomorrow night. All the little shit tomorrow night I can deal with. Yeah. Isn't she looking pretty? Just might be a chance that car just may see that car show the end of May. What else am I going to do? Sit in the house and watch TV? I don't think so. You know, I'm listening to the 50s rock and roll here on Sirius FM, and I look around my yard and the sun's setting, and the 58 Wagon sitting outside with some glistening paint and a shiny little small block in her and a little bit of chrome and a bunch of hot rods in the background, kids playing across the road, and the sound of a train in the background too, and I'm just like, wow, it's like stepping back in time. Can life get any better? Only if I was in the 50s and took what I know now there and could buy the cars that I knew then, like all the 32 Fords, but anyway, and of course the Nomads and Corvettes and everything. But besides that, look what we did. Look what we did for a couple hours after work tonight. We painted up a frame and we set an engine and tranny in. So like I say, I still got to bolt everything down tight. I got to bolt these up tight. The transmission though is bolted up tight. I put the cross member in for the tranny, bolted it real tight, and I did the tranny bolts nice and tight. Dry shaft's just laying under there. It still needs to be hooked up. Obviously, first thing I'll do tomorrow morning is or tomorrow night is I'll tighten up the engine mounts, and then I'll probably do the exhaust next, and throw the distributor cap on. This car also came with the owner. The old owner gave me brand new MSD black wires for it, so I can make up the wires tomorrow, put the wires on, and then I can start figuring out all my pulleys in the front. But I'm super happy. Look at that. Look at this color at night. Isn't that a gorgeous color? It does kind of make you want to paint the whole car. I know a lot of people are saying, paint it, paint it. And you know what? Maybe I will, but for right now, for the first couple of years, I'm going to leave it like it is. You know, this winter coming up, I'm going to redo all the white. Going to clean all that up because it does need some rust repair. The old guy had just put some rockers over top of the original rockers, so that's not the proper way to do it. And I admit that in the video, so if you ever see this car up close, she's kind of bonded up on the bottom. I'm not hiding nothing. But right now for me, the main goal is all the mechanical. I want the car to be nice and safe. So I'm going to order up some new sway bar links tomorrow morning out of Lordco. I'm going to order up some new front shocks. So my plan is maybe tomorrow night, sway bar bushings, links, tighten up the motor mounts, get the exhaust hooked up, cap, wires, and start doing my pulleys in the front. And then I can't do much more there because we're still waiting on the sheet metal that you see is over there. And that's for next weekend. We're going to deal with that next weekend. Got to work now. My days are over. I'm back to work. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm back to work. Get up in the morning, go to the gym, start work at 10, finish at 6. So hey, with that being said, it's always a good time and old time. Hope you enjoyed this little clip. We'll catch you next time.